Yeah, we dodged a bullet.
We definitely did as far as travel for the holiday, just the horrible timing for people.
Well, I was on the west side of the state over the weekend, and there is so much snow, and it was kind of wild to me driving from Grand Rapids to Detroit because it was just like the snow slowly dissipated as you got to this side of the state.
I know, and we were kind of touch and go here with our 1 to 3 inches in some spots, but yeah, measuring it in feet is a whole different story too. So yeah, and that lake effect continues for those lake effect snow belt areas. We're talking about off of Lake Superior, up north, Traverse City area, the west side of the state, and of course, looking at parts of New York and Pennsylvania still affected off of Lake Erie. So generating, yes, not only another couple of inches, but 6 to 12 in some localized areas for the west side of the state is what we're looking at in lake effect. For us here at home, the winds aren't as strong today. West winds 5 to 10 will keep a lot of that snow on the west side of the state, although a few flurries, spotty lake effect snow showers certainly may make its way in today, but a lot of that is going to be confined to those typical snowbelt areas off of the lakes. 25 degrees out there right now, a west wind at 10 miles per hour and a wind chill of 15. You see the smaller number, that is the current wind chill. 26 degrees right now is the temperature in Pontiac, but feels like 15, feels like only 16 in Port Sanilac. Meanwhile, the temperature is at 22 degrees. We look at our temperature and wind chill combination. Our highs today will make it, for the most part, in the low to mid 30s across the area, and our wind chills in the mid 20s. That is not as nearly as cold as what we had over the weekend. Still below average, just not as cold. Now we talk about our Weather Planner Plus, and a midweek clipper system is what we'll focus our attention on. So this comes in on Wednesday. It's getting a little bit later in the late morning, afternoon hours, maybe even into more of the afternoon as that snow comes through. The air is going to be fairly dry, so it may struggle to come through initially. And that snow comes through and it'll likely bring anywhere to a ½ inch to an inch across the area. And then that blast of Arctic air behind it will filter in with lake effect snow showers as we get into Thursday and for Friday. So we're talking about the possibility of some strong winds too. We're talking about gusts upwards of 30, 35 on the low end as the system moves through, and then increasing behind it. So by the time we get into Thursday, so the system has already moved through, our gusts anywhere from 30 to 35, upwards of 40 miles per hour during the morning and afternoon on Thursday. That looks to be the target day for the peak winds. And then even on Friday, a little bit breezy, just not quite as strong as what we're looking at behind that system. But the cold air just keeps coming. So a round of Arctic air is what we're anticipating. We're talking about wind chills. So this is Wednesday afternoon, not too bad. Wind chills in the 20s. System hasn't quite cleared, but by the time we get into Thursday, especially the morning, wind chills near 0 in the morning, and then teens by the afternoon. Maybe a little bit of improvement on Friday, but we're still talking about single digits to struggling to even hit the teens even going into Friday. So temperatures by the weekend, though, good news is we do recover somewhat back into the mid 30s by